Jacobs, he's our 250cc production points leader. He's out there in the Supersport 150 support program just to boost the numbers a little bit. Angus Boyd, they've had some great battles. He's on the second part of row one there. Then we go back to Sean White, just new to the sport, so great to have Sean there, and Derek Kattenberg. So all four-stroke 250s on the front row. We've got Brent Cotton in there on a Ninja 250 as well. So this is going to be some great stuff as well. Chris Huddleston, he's got the awesome little bucket, the 152-stroke RG 150 there. He's in there. We've got the flag in and off the circuit, and now the lights are on, ready to have a start for this one. And we expect some great racing here. Leon Jacobs, what a great start he got off the front row of the grid. And there we go, another good start in there for Sean White as well. So there we go into turn one, and it will be Leon Jacobs, Sean White, and then a great move from Angus Boyd up the inside on his Ninja 250. He's going to end up in second place in the S as they go, and Leon Jacobs leads Angus Boyd with Sean White, and then Chris Huddleston on the two-stroke in there with Derek Kattenberg right there in fifth place at the moment, and also we've got Sean, and that would be Brent Cotton is up in there as well. So this is brilliant stuff. We look at Angus Boyd chasing hard, but Leon Jacobs already trying to just run away with this one up into turn 7 at the moment, and Leon Jacobs around the left-hander in control of this one already with a massive advantage, and everyone gets away cleanly. There's the Gixxer boys in there as well, so we've got some great racing coming up here with the Gixxer 150 class, and the 250 production class offered a little bit of numbers to boost the Supersport 150 support racing, and it's looking good at the moment. They're heading out of turn 9 and down the first of the back straights, so it's all Leon Jacobs at the moment. That bright yellow Ninja 250 at the moment, screaming down into the left-hand hairpin, and Angus Boyd, Sean White, Derek Kattenberg, Brent Cotton with Chris Huddleston in there as well. So a great little battle for second place forming at the moment as they screaming down the back straight. Mixture of different bikes all in there as we talked about. And you see that awesome 250cc four-stroke power. Leon Jacobs coming down. He's about to go into the flip-flop. Here we go with Leon Jacobs crossing the line. So one lap down, 4 laps to go. And then Angus Boyd in second place, Sean White up into third. Brent Cotton there sitting in fourth place, so that's a good ride from Brent. Chris Huddleston there sitting in fifth place with Derek Kattenberg. He's down in sixth place as well, so here we go. Great racing with Leon Jacobs. What a performance this is. Into the S's already with Angus Boyd and Sean White having a great little battle at second and third on the track. And then that three-way fight there, Brent Cotton, Chris Huddleston, Derek Kattenberg. So absolutely brilliant stuff from all these Supersport 150 guys. We see some of the Gixxer 150s mixing it up in the infield with some of the bigger 250s as well. So you've got Clark Fountain out there, Oliver Steicher, he's on a Ninja 250 with Jesse Stroud out there, just our current Gixxer champion crowned earlier this morning in race 1. Curtis Boyd's up there as well. So Gixxer 150s mixing it up there. So great call from the officials to let these guys in to boost the numbers and give some of these Supersport 150 races some good stuff. Girls like Olivia Goddard come all the way from Dunedin to have a ride, and the officials thought we'll give them some good riding, so let them run in with the other class. But Leon Jacobs, he's our current 250cc production points leader, and he's out in front by a long way at the moment, so dominant performance so far. Right, 3 laps to go on this one, 2 laps down. So there's Leon Jacobs. He's in the infield, the man from Papua. They have plenty through turn 4 at the moment. So massive advantage he has at the moment. He's at the fastest lap with a 1:48.467 out there at the moment. Then go back to Angus Boyd and Sean White, that battle for second That's raging through the infield at the moment. And then an awesome performance, Derek Kattenberg. He's got up into 4th place with Brent Cotton off the Steicher now. He's running in 6th. Jesse Stroud, the first of our smaller Gixxer bikes coming through as well. See the Gixxers having a little battle of their own, mixing it with some of the other big 250s as well. So the update, Leon Jacobs, Angus Boyd, Sean White, Derek Kattenberg, Brent Cotton down into 5th place, Oliver Steicher, Jesse Stroud. There's Olivia Goddard all the way from the Deedon Race Supplies. She's in 8th place at the moment, so some great racing, and awesome to see 16 bikes out there on track, and at about half a race distance at the moment, 2.5 laps to go, but it's all Leon Jacobs at the moment. So with Leon Jacobs with a pretty handy points lead in the 250cc production class. He's coming up a little bit later on with the 300 Super Sport race, so that's going to be great to see. But look at that, he's got nearly the whole back straight advantage as he sees him coming down and into the flip-flop, and he will have 2 laps to go when he crosses the line.
Well, obviously he has a lot of faith in that bike, because this is only a race that he's really doing for the fun of it, Brad, and he has got a title to fight out a little later on. So, yeah, just goes to show when you're happy with your machine and you know how to ride and you know how to prep it, and you've got all the confidence and you're a good rider, you can certainly make it happen. So, nice to see. And man, oh man, that is one massive advantage, as it should be, of course, because it is clearly a good 250 production-based bike, and the other 250s are generally of lesser power, and certainly with a Super Sport 150 class, that you've got what we call effectively buckets or Formula 4 bikes out there as well. So a real mix, and as Brad pointed out, there was less entries of those, so they opened it up and gave these other guys an opportunity. It was only a support class, it's not New Zealand Championship contention anyway, so it's all about the fun of it, and just to get more laps here at beautiful Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park, courtesy of Carl Cox Motorsport.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. So Leon Jacobs, he's heading out of turn 8, and a big advantage back to Angus Boyd. Sean White in there for 3rd place, with a great ride, Derek Kattenberg sitting in 4th place, and Brent Cotton down in 5th. Oliver Steicher's in 6th place. Olivia Goddard's now up into 8th, with Jesse Stroud just dropping back one position there. So a little battle that's going through the S's now at the moment. So that's great to see. Clark Fountain's in there as well. There's a small Gixxer 150, Justin Maunders in there, Luca Durning and Curtis Boyd as well. So great battles. Some of our younger Gixxer Cup people. Cameron Goldfinch is out there, Sarah Humphreys in there as well, and unfortunately we've lost Chris Huddleston, who's hasn't come back around. So we've lost Chris Huddleston. I'm not sure if he's had bike problems or something like that. Unfortunate for him. But Leon Jacobs heading down the back straight, ready to go into the flip-flop, and under control well and truly in this one. A massive 13.8 second advantage last lap around, and he's doing 1:47s, which is good pace around here on a 250 production bike. So keep an eye on that one. Later on today we could see another lap record falling. So the current 250 production lap record is a 1:47.6. He's in the 1:47.5s out there as well. So have a look at him later on when the 250 production class comes out. But white flag out and 1 lap to go. So didn't come and race in race 1 yesterday. So we're not sure what that was all about. But Angus Boyd, he did come out and race and managed to take away the win. So pretty happy with that. And then go back to Sean White. They're in 3rd place at the moment. Well, we've got a change for the lead, so we've lost Leon Jacobs somewhere along the line. He was into the flip-flop. He might have just stuck into the pits. We're not sure if he's just conserving the bike. But Leon Jacobs hasn't come round our finish line, so we didn't quite pick it up on our screen, but we'll go racing anyway with the battle now for the lead, with Angus Boyd and Sean White battling it out for the lead with 1 lap to go. So white flag is out. Then we go back to Derek Kattenberg, who's now up into 3rd place, so a good ride from him. Then looking back 4th is Brent Cotton, and Oliver Steicher, he comes through there in a good little 6th place at the moment, and Olivia Goddard up inside of him as well. So 6th place now for Olivia Goddard. Steicher's now back to 7th, and then we're waiting for Jesse Stroud as well, with Clark Fountain, Justin Maunder, Luca Durning and Curtis Boyd in there. A great little tussle with the Gixxers. So we go racing with these front 2 guys. Brilliant stuff to see Angus Boyd from down in the Canterbury region on the Charlton Hurrell Drainage Race Supplies, C. Rutherford Fairings, Kawasaki Ninja 250. He's chased hard by Sean White from Pukekohe on the ALB Design Ninja. So here we go, they're out of the final hairpin and down the back straight they come. So the run to the line going to be all important, and I'm not sure quite what's happened to Leon, but I think it might have just been a case of him conserving the 250 bike for his title shot later on. But here we go, 2 wide into the flip-flop. This is the battle for the lead. It's Sean White and Angus Boyd, but Angus is just going to have enough of an advantage. They're coming into turn 14 for the final time. There's Sarah getting the white flag. She's on her final lap, but the race to the line, it's going to be Angus Boyd. He's going to take the win, and Sean White's going to have to settle for second. But what a race that was. What a great last lap. And Angus Boyd won the race here yesterday, and he's done it.
Brad, he's been one of the better South Islanders to perform since he came to the North. He came up for Moto Fest as well, and for the South Islanders to be on the North Island circuits, they find it a little bit awkward, but he got himself on consistently there, and Leon, in fact, had a DNF on that day, and that gave Angus the overall. So, and then he's, of course, been back home for 3 weeks, and then he's come back for Manfield last weekend, and then here for Taupo today. So, well done to Angus. He certainly thoroughly deserves that. And look at that, even from his co-riders out there, Sean White, there's even been a pat on the back for him. So well done to the Christchurch man, Angus Boyd, courtesy of Charlton Hurrell Drainage on the Kawasaki Ninja 250. So thoroughly deserved on this bonus race, because he should still be a top performer when it comes to the 250 production racing coming up shortly.
All right, 250 production guys in there with the 150 Supersport, and also with the Gixxer 150 Cup as well. So Angus Boyd, Sean White, Derek Kattenberg, that's your podium, Brent Cotton, Oliver Steicher, Olivia Goddard in 6th, Jesse Stroud in 7th, Clark Fountain finishes at 8th, and then we go back to Justin Maunder in 9th. So that's the battle for the Gixxers out there at the moment. As we catch the update there with Cameron Goldfinch in there in 11th, Curtis Boyd in 12th, and Sarah Humphrey is coming around the track. She's down the back straight at the moment, so looking for a 13th place finish for her. And yeah, with Leon Jacobs, earlier race leader, and just believe he's pulled into the pit, so we're not sure if there's a problem with the bike or he was just looking to conserve, but he had this race well and truly in control, and then has come into the pit. So we'll go down and cross to Neil, who will have our sponsors, but absolutely brilliant with MNZ on board with us, DHL Express, Suzuki New Zealand and Yamaha New Zealand, ICG Print, these brilliant programs and printing they've done. Carl Cox Motorsport, our presentation sponsors for round 5 here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park, with Pirelli tyres, Honda cars. Got to talk about Honda cars and the awesome Honda medical vehicle they've provided for the entire series, and drivers as well. So that's a brilliant addition to NZSBK with a 1.5 litre turbo Earth Dreams engine and that awesome new CRV with class leading space, and starting from just $39,995 with some great finance options. Look at Honda cars and book a test drive as well. There we go, thanks to Razine Automotive and Light Industrial. Great to have them on board. Ctas Live, an awesome job Grant and the team does at Ctas. A couple of cameramen and a couple of still cameras out there, just absolutely awesome pictures. We're getting MX and track timing. Nicole and Dyer doing a great job there, so great to have them on board. And Bike Rider Magazine, New Zealand's premier on-road magazine. So we'll cross down to Neil, who should have our podium down in Park Ferme.
Well, Brad, you did cross over to us, but not to say that we were here ready to go, but we've quickly caught up. Good morning and welcome, everybody. Good to see our crowd numbers building up. Love to see those over there on the embankment. If you've arrived on a motorcycle today, welcome as a fellow motorcyclist to this fantastic NZSBK. Oh, look at this. We're not going to muck around. We're going to go straight to number 1. The last comment that I've made, Angus, is congratulations. You're one of the best performed South Islanders. You've come for all 3 rounds. You won the TT, you won the event in Auckland with the most points, and you've seemed to have come up here. You've seemed to have slotted into these North Island tracks. Feeling pretty happy?
Yeah, I was just having fun again on this one. Sean come by me on the last lap down the back straight, and it was tight into that last turn. But yeah, I'm enjoying the North Island track, so great fun. This is my favourite track in the country, so pretty stoked, eh?
Great to see you. All right, tell us about what your plans are with racing to do in the future.
Not really sure what way we're going. We've got a Pro Twin in the garage, but we still might go for the 300s.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm done with the 250 after this weekend. Got a couple of club rounds, and then, 250's done with, and we'll move on and see what happens over the Winter Series.
Well done. Angus Boyd, well done. Nice to see. Sean, here you are doing it again and having more fun.
Yeah, fantastic start to the day. Little or no wind, sunny. Just great to see so many people out here watching us as well. And had to give Angus a bit of a hurry along. A bit of a laugh.
That's what he just said. He said all of a sudden you came up and it woke him up.
Good. And just huge thanks for all the volunteers, the medic, and everybody else that makes these events work. Thanks.